TX3, back with another vid. It's TX3, Mike and TX3 Rex on this vid. I know we've been gone for a minute, but we're gonna be gone in 2021. But we're gonna do a top 5 animes in this coming month. Alright, let's start off with Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone came out around the Demon Slayer Fire Force time. In my opinion, Dr. Stone is the best at all three of them. Although it lacks fighting scenes, the writer figures out how to obtain excitement by the main character Senku's creations and use of signs. Dr. Stone starts off when a green light appears and everyone turns into stone. A couple years later, I mean a lot of years later, like 3,700 years later, Senku wakes up, tries to rebuild civilization, but him and his friend who woke up were being attacked by lions. They had to revive the strongest high schooler Tsukasa, who killed all three lions with one hit. Fast forward, Senku thinks that Tsukasa might be a problem because he only wants to revive the young and humble. Senku wants to revive anyone, so fast forward again, Senku with the Kingdom of Science versus Tsukasa with the Kingdom of Strength are going to go to war. Senku sees a village of people who he gets on well with. He finds an apprentice who respects him. Then they make all sorts of things to advance in the quest to rebuild civilization in a flash. Of course, everyone knows what's going to happen. Both Kingdom of Science and Kingdom of Strength are going to fight. Dr. Stone Season 2 comes out the 13th of January. It's a must watch. Promised Neverland is a 12-episode banger. It came out January 11th. The anime is about these three kids who mistakenly figure out what happens to kids who are shipped out from the orphanage. Of course, they don't just get shipped out to an adoption family. What happens is that they get shipped out and they're eaten by demons. But fast forward, Emma, Ray, and Norman make a master plan to escape the orphanage. They had all sorts of challenges to go through to escape the orphanage, but they escape. Season 2, they'll have to come back to the orphanage and rescue all the kids who they left there. It comes out in 2 days on January the 7th. I'm gonna pass it over to Man TXT Rex, and he's gonna go from the number 3 spot.
The next anime on our list will be My Hero Academia Season 5. My Hero is actually coming out in March and not this week, but we still put it on the list. Many fans have been waiting for Season 5, and it only comes out in 3 short months. It's an anime about 80% of the world having a quirk, which is basically a power. So basically, every power is individually different from a different power. So these kids go to the school called UA and learn how to become superheroes. And basically, throughout the way they have to fight these villains that try to attack them. They try to attack the school. They try to attack citizens. And these kids are forced to fight these villains because no heroes are around and they might cut off the signal. And basically, it's just like a superhero villain type anime, magical action type anime. It's a really good anime if you haven't watched it. Season 5 is coming out in 3 months, so you have 3 months to watch 4 seasons of it, which you can easily finish in a month. The next anime is 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins is coming out with also a season 5, and it's coming out actually January the 6th, so in about 2 days from when I'm recording this. It's about this group who were framed by this kingdom or these villains, and basically this group got framed and everyone thought they were villains, and 3,000 years later, the king's daughter wanted to reunite them, and she wanted their help because their kingdom was being infiltrated by the knights of the kingdom, and the knights were taking over. So basically, the group reunited, and they went to them they started it was like a war between them and the kingdom, and basically eventually they won kinda, and everyone realized, and there was also hard proof evidence that proved their innocence, and the kingdom was actually good again, and these knights weren't taking over, and basically the daughter's father, the king and the queen, were actually finally rescued because they were being held hostage by some of the knights and the villains. So basically, it's basically like a magic action type anime, and it comes out January 6th, so in 2 days. So if you're caught up, you can go watch it. But that's it for the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. We might drop a part 2 with more animes coming out this week or this month, and leave in the comments what animes we should put in the next one. TX3, we out.